Good morning, everybody. Welcome back to City Sewers. Today is a big day.
It is a big day. Yes, we get to add to our family today.
Yes.
And interestingly, this morning was the finale to Audrey's sleepover for her 9th birthday. Happy birthday to Audrey.
Yes.
And so we have little girls running around. We've had a whole lot of fun having them. Like moments ago, this beautiful face right here was even more beautiful.
It was something.
It was something. I let the girls put makeup on me. It was, let's just say I've looked better.
It was creative.
I think I would look like I got beat up.
You're supporting their creativity.
It was. Anyway, shout out to Lily and Jalen who did a marvelous job in company with Audrey on that
Yes, quite. It was
quite amazing.
Yes.
Anywho, so what's the big news? Do I get to say? Do you get to say? I think they want to know now. They're all hanging out. Okay, you ready? 1, 2, 3.
We're getting a puppy!
We're getting a puppy. We're getting a puppy. Oh my gosh, this whole journey has been a little more intimidating than I thought. Like as you get a new puppy, all the research that goes into it. We obviously had the heartbreaking loss of Shasta, and we've had Queenie, and we've had a what was Jacob?
Jacob was a border collie.
Border collie, and so we really enjoy the herding breed, especially since we want them to be comfortable around our animals. And going forward, we were trying to decide: do we want another Queenie? They are a great dog. Amanda's had 2 of them in her life, and Shasta was fantastic.
Yeah.
But we've also really enjoyed Australian Shepherds, and so our heart kind of went in that direction for our next dog, whenever that would have been. And now, obviously, that door is open to have a new puppy in our life. So
Yeah.
that's exactly what we did. Found a new puppy. And if you've ever done dog shopping or that, you know there's a lot of opportunity to find people who are less than, I'll say, reputable breeders. Don't necessarily have the best idea or best intentions as far as raising quality puppies. And same with goats, huh? Yes.
Well, and honestly, I did look at rescues first.
Yeah, well, we've always had rescue dogs. Every single dog we've ever had has come from a rescue. So that was obviously our heart initially.
Right, but unfortunately, we really needed to get a very young puppy because of all the animals that we have. I really wanted to start from scratch with the training.
Yeah, we've actually got really lucky with Shasta. She was a brand new puppy, so
Yeah.
we looked, the goat's got the camera.
Betsy.
No!
No, we really wanted to start from the really, really small age, and unfortunately there just weren't any in the rescues. Don't chew on that.
She's like, but, come here.
The plastic is my favorite.
So what we did was we looked all over our local Craigslist. We found some people who were breeding that they said they were registered dogs. Some of them said they were not. They were just mutts. Not that mutts are bad. I've had some fantastic mutts in my life. But we finally landed on, after visiting with several puppies and realizing they weren't the one, after searching Craigslist and finding, I'll say, various reputable and less than reputable dealers or breeders, we finally found one that we really enjoyed both the conversation with and their style, their attention to detail with raising and taking care of the babies. So we are, they were about 4 weeks old when we went and saw them the first time.
Yes.
Do you want to kind of share what our experience was, how sad it was,
Yes.
and yet at the same time the realism and realisticness
Yes.
of this whole process?
So, in the interest of full disclosure, and because honestly we want to be honest with you guys about our experiences, and so we went down to meet with this breeder. They live an hour and a half away from our house. So we drove down there and we met the puppies. They had 6 available at the time. And we were meeting with some puppies and narrowed it down to 3, and
we both fell in love with separate, different puppies. It was kind of that tragic, this puppy picked me, this puppy picked me, and we're like, but, and it kind of came down to the fact that Amanda's gonna be home with the puppy all day, and so I kind of let her have that final decision on the one to get.
So I did choose a female puppy. She was very sweet, very cute, and I swear, like right after I picked her, Like, they took away the other puppies, and she fell asleep in my hands.
It was amazing. It was
Like,
super sweet.
It was very sweet.
But
so we
went home,
got excited, went
named
home.
her.
Yes, we named her, and then we just had to wait for 4 weeks because she was only 4 weeks old. But a week later, I got a text from the breeder that said...
Poor Anna Karen, too. Oh, tragic.
Yes. So we had named this puppy Bindi, but we got the text saying that Bindi had actually passed away. Her mother had accidentally smothered her because she did actually have a very large litter. There were 9 puppies in this litter.
Oh, tragic, right? Like, we got all excited, and then that letdown of, oh my gosh, all that like heartache poured into it.
Yeah, it was really difficult. I mean, you had to let go of the idea of something.
Yeah.
And we had met her and fallen in love with her, and we had started shopping for her, and like seriously, the day before I got the text, I was shopping for a name tag for her. So it was a heavy blow. It was really disappointing.
It's like losing your puppy again.
I mean, yeah, it was like,
Too soon.
this is my second dog to die in a month. And, but the breeders were great about it. They were asking, how can we make this right? Do you want your money back? Do you want to choose another puppy from the litter?
And what I loved about Jeremy and Anna Karen's, they were going, okay, in all the breeding we've done, which has been years, and many litters, we've never had this happen. And so being new to YouTube, being new to goats, relatively new, a few years, it's like, we understand what they're going through. There's always new experiences, and it was just...
We haven't had a loss yet, but I mean, we almost lost Rosie. So it's like, we get that stuff just happens.
Right.
Like, when you're breeding animals, it's a risk that you take, and it's the less pretty part about breeding animals. Like, it's the part that people don't advertise, but it's a reality of it. And we were able to understand that, and I think that that is just why it happened. So it just feels like the Lord was in that moment, because if it had been another family that would have been less understanding, it would have been a very traumatic experience for these breeders to go through their first real loss like that. So I think that just that was how it had to happen. So we decided that we would go down and meet with the puppies again. I mean, there was the puppy that David had fallen in love with.
I know, I'm secretly sitting there going, oh, that's so tragic. No, not really. I was heartbroken. I'm thinking, oh, maybe I'll get who we called Harry at the time, because that was the breeder's name.
The breeder had a theme for the litter, which was a Harry Potter litter.
But I wasn't about to say anything.
He fell in love with
the
titular puppy.
Oh my gosh, I was just...
But
so,
when we
so
had gone the
excited
first
that we had
time,
the
this puppy did not give me the time of day. Like...
Oh, he was all about me.
Oh yeah.
He loved me.
This dog knew something I didn't know. But we drove down that day to look at the puppies again, and they said, actually, we still have both of the 2 puppies that you had narrowed it down to in that trio, if you want to look at those puppies again. So,
which is pretty cool. We were super excited to hear that, because both of them were fantastic. And they were both sweet.
They're beautiful dogs. And it was a boy and a girl, and so I was really, really assessing really closely. And Harry, the puppy that loved David, was all over me this time. And he was very sweet and affectionate and giving little puppy kisses, and so it was like, okay, this is our puppy.
Yep.
And I've had little just moments that have just really solidified that decision for me. Like, just they're total God moments. When we were picking a name for him, like, we're going through hundreds of names that we suggested and threw out, and the closest one was, what was it? Oh, it was Marcus Australius.
Yes, because he's an Australian Shepherd. That was brilliant. It was funny. It was witty. It was on point. You all tell me if Marcus Australius wouldn't have been a great name for an Australian Shepherd, right?
But I was like, I don't know if he's a Marcus. So...
Of course he's a Marcus. He's an Australian Shepherd. Everyone knows that. Come on.
I was reading a list of names, and I read this one out loud, and my heart gave a little flip. I was like, oh, that's it. That's his name. Like, it was just very clear that this is his name.
Yep.
So...
Are we telling him what the name is? Should we wait till No, we gotta tell him. All right, so the name we came up with is a Bible character. And ironically, after we realized this is this is the name, we started reading the Bible story again with the kids. They're familiar with it, but just going through it. And it was a story of Gideon in the Bible where the Israelites had done evil in the sight of the Lord, and they were overcome by their enemies and their land. And then God said, okay, enough's enough. And he sent out Gideon. He said, it's not by your might, it's not by your power, but it's by my power. And it's not the plan that you have, but it's the plan that I have. And it felt very right, given that we had all these plans, right? For a life with Shasta first, then a life with Bindi. And God said, no, there's too many things going on. This is what I want you to do. And so we get to do it. And today we get to go pick up Mr. Gideon.
Oh
But
my gosh.
the greatest, not the greatest, but one of the funniest things about this is we text the breeders because they told us, hey, when you come up with a name, let us know so we can kind of call him by that and get him used to it. And so we text him and said, all right, Jeremy, Anna, Karen, the puppy's name is gonna be Gideon. And they wrote back immediately, oh my gosh, that's amazing. That's also his dad's name. I was like,
So he's a
that's
junior.
awesome. So he's a junior, that's right. So we are gonna go on the long drive in just a little bit. We're gonna go pick up Mr. Gideon and you will see him very shortly. I'm excited.
So, but we got to get the girls back to their houses. They're going to get picked up here shortly.
Yep.
And the boys went and spent the night with my parents. So they're going to come home and then we're going to go.
That's it. All right. See you soon.
Puppy!
All right, birthday girls. All right, give those goats their cookies.
I guess I'm giving one to Betsy.
Sure. Lily's like, yeah.
Give it to Jane. She got it really early.
Now, you girls, you told me you were gonna wake up at 4 o'clock in the morning and play.
Yeah.
Did that happen?
No, we woke up at
What
7.
about the 6 o'clock alarm? Did that go off?
Yeah.
And did you get up?
Wake us up. I tried to wake them up, but I'm tired. But I'm like, my legs are weak and they're not waking up, so I'm gonna go back to sleep.
Oh wow, you poor thing. So then my question is, did you get up at 7 to help mom with the milking? No. How was I supposed to know? It only happens every morning at 7. Nice. Do you girls have fun?
Yeah.
Nice.
It was so nice.
Cool.
All right, we're about 10 minutes out from getting little Gideon.
Yay.
You guys excited?
Waiting 6 weeks.
4 weeks.
Forever.
Basically forever.
Yes.
Audrey is passed out in the back.
She's doing her best log impression.
She had a late night, but hey, when she wakes up, we'll be there. So, no, we'll probably wake her up in a couple of minutes. But what about you, Daddy? Are you excited?
I can't wait to hold him.
Oh
Me
my
neither.
goodness. We're pretty excited. We're almost there.
Hey, we're here.
We're here. Okay.
Oh,
There he
baby. Oh.
There he is.
Hi, Gideon.
I forgot your stuff. I'll get
How are you?
Good. How are you?
Good.
Hi, buddy.
Can I hold him?
Hi, Gideon. Hi, baby.
You guys are so blue.
Goodness, look at that boy.
And you completely forgot that was that.
Totally forgot.
All right, we are here with Jeremy and Anna Karen with Always Awesome Aussies, and oh my gosh, this is so exciting. We get to take home little Gideon today. And from the moment we met Jeremy and Anna Karen, it has just been a pleasure. They are amazing people, lots of knowledge, and just seeing the parents, seeing their family, they're just high quality people. We're gonna put all their contact information for social media and all of that down the bottom, so you can make sure you can visit them, follow them, and if you're interested in one of their awesome Aussies, make sure you reach out. In fact, with us today, we have little Rita and Hagrid, and he's a male blue merle, and actually, are they both?
Yes.
They're both blue merles.
One's a male, one's a female.
Male and a female. These are the last two in this litter that's available, but you guys are pretty much constantly breeding something, right?
Yeah, just like you guys.
Yeah, right. And I was to say that was one of the things that was kind of a kindred spirit thing. Like they've been doing puppies and they know all about dogs. And I think you said you bred fish, right?
Yeah,
Like,
clownfish.
so tell me about that. Like, what got you into breeding animals to begin with?
You know, I've always been into the marine aspect of it. I went to school to try to become a marine biologist, and I've just been intrigued by it and just how hard work it was. So it was more of a challenge of anything because it's really hard to cultivate rotifers and the food that they need, and it was just more of a challenge. So
Nice. Yeah, I think of fish. Like we tried with snakes and then rats and mice. Rodents are great. Now we got rabbits, dogs. That's the next level up, I suppose. So, how long have you been doing dog breeding?
3-4 years.
Nice.
Yeah.
And the biggest litter so far?
Is this last litter?
This last one?
Was 11.
Oh my gosh.
Yes, she blessed us with the 11. Previous litters have always been 9. She's never had less than 9. Right now, currently, we have our mini Aussie who's pregnant, due mid-month. We co-own her, so we will be dealing with all that with our co-breeder.
Nice. And all your Aussies are registered and they're...
Yep, full registration, limited registration. We don't just give out full registration to anyone. We vet a lot of our puppy parents.
So when you talk about registration, what is the difference between like a dog that's full AKC registered and what Gideon is here?
So yeah, so AKC is a different type of registration. Our dogs are ASDR. AKC, you can go to shows and you can do agility training with them through AKC. You can do all that with ASDR, but it's not as big as AKC, as AKC has lots of dogs, and ASDR is more of a cattle dog registration. Limited is more pet only, and full registration is you have breeding rights. And again, we don't give full registration out to just anyone.
So actually, that was something that when we were chatting before, it struck me as, okay, these are reputable breeders because they're not just trying to give out puppies to have babies, right?
Absolutely.
That's a problem in the world
It's
right now.
a huge problem. You know, a lot of backyard breeders, a lot of people that just don't have the knowledge. You know, and with merles, you got to be careful because you can't breed 2 merles together because then there could be a lot of health issues because of it. So again, like that's why we vet, you know, who we give full registration to.
I was just doing a little bit of research on my own. Amanda knows obviously a lot more than I do on this, and we were chatting. But one of the things he's talking about, you can't breed 2 merles. You'll end up getting like blind and deaf dogs, and it's like no, that's a hard life for that puppy.
Absolutely.
And just having that extra knowledge and care, being a reputable breeder is going to save you a lot of heartache in that aspect of it. So.
Absolutely, there's a lot of double merles that are in, you know, kill houses, shelters, you know, because of unethical breeders.
So if someone was interested in either of these lovely puppies and they reach out to you via social media, if they're not in the immediate area, driving distance, what would be your process to maybe send it or ship it or something like that?
So if they're not in the immediate area and they're Midwest, East Coast, anywhere outside of California, we do offer a nanny service. It's from here. They take them in their car, they drive cross country, and they are you know, feeding the puppy, giving us constant updates. We're able to track their movements. Or we have where we send them in a crate with a nanny as well, and then they could fly. But a lot of them that we use is like a door-to-door, you know, service where they're driving.
That's cool. No, that's fantastic. And I mean, this guy here, he's full registration. He's got all the, you were saying early on, he was demonstrating some very smart characteristics.
Yeah, he was opening the door.
Yeah, it's like looking at the
he was opening the crate door, and we were like, how are they getting out? And it's because of him.
Oh, he's darling. I mean, I personally like this one, you know.
Look at this one.
And yeah, she's just darling as well.
His eye is so bright.
Here, let's see. He's got that really bright blue eye. Hi, buddy.
Get used to that camera. So for new puppy parents, okay, you use the term puppy parents. That's actually, and I love that because these are new members of someone's family. It's not just a feature, a decoration in their yard.
Yes.
Talk about what you do as far as communication with your puppy parents and keeping up with them.
That's definitely it.
Yes, it is me. So we have our Facebook group and we have our page as well. Our page is for like everybody in general, whoever wants to, you know, like the page, like the pictures, whatever. But our puppy group is specifically for our parents. So if you don't have one of our puppies, sorry, you can't
Right?
can't get in.
But you can get one now.
Yeah, for sure. And it's just for updates. Some people like to use it as play dates, to set up play dates with other people in their area.
There you go.
And then it's usually just for updates. Like, we don't ask for updates every week, every month. Just every couple months, every 6 months is fine. Just so we see how they're growing, because they were part of our family too.
Yeah.
They were born here, so we like to see how they're growing.
I love that. It's not just a one and done out the door.
Oh yeah, no.
And of course, you were talking about when someone comes back and says, now I want a second one. It's like,
Yes,
you want to go above and beyond to help those people, do whatever it takes to get them
Absolutely.
a puppy, another
Absolutely.
family member.
Yeah, we just had someone who bought another puppy, and they were just ecstatic as, you know, what they got with their first puppy, and they were so happy with that they were like, hey, we want another one from you guys. We're not going anywhere else.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it's just the one-on-one that we offer. You know, the everyday. You know, if you have questions or concerns or anything, we're readily available to help.
And we also offer the visits, like, you know, you guys.
Yeah, right.
As soon as
Here
they
we
turn 4 or 5 weeks, we like to schedule visits so you can come and meet them. And I mean, some people can't. We FaceTime, you know, we do whatever we can for everybody to be happy.
We were sharing with our viewers earlier how, you know, we had really wanted to come and meet the puppies and make sure they were the right fit and see the environment they were raised in, that kind of thing, and the parents. And it's like you guys just, like I said, went above and beyond to make sure we were comfortable, and that meant a lot to us. So for anyone out there, we have pre-vetted these amazing, awesome Aussie people. And no, if you're interested, reach out to them. They have blessed our family with a new little Gideon. They are fully conversational as far as if you have any questions. They're full of information. And Gideon says he wants to go home. What do you guys think? Should we take Gideon on home? Yeah? All right, well, thank you guys, Jeremy. It's a pleasure, man.
Awesome.
And little Rita. Home sweet home, little man.
Ooh, and it smells like barbecue out here.
He's like, I love this home.
What is that smell? What is that smell?
Right now, we are going to put some shavings down. They're just cedar shavings. Anna, Karen, and Jeremy from Always Awesome Aussies start the dogs training in a cedar, you know, putting cedar shavings down in their potty area, so that when we bring this lovely little man home, he knows where his potty area is. So I'm gonna go dump this in the area that we have established as the dog poop alley, and then we will take him over there so he can go potty, and then we will proceed on loving him forever.
First time touching the floor. All right. Here we go.
He's like, yep,
Oh, yeah.
I'm good with this. Oh. Well, what fun.
It has been a full day.
And Mr. Gideon, little man, he is a heartful and a handful. So I made the, I'll say ironic observation that we had not heard his voice.
Yes.
It's like,
very
man,
quiet.
he has not made a peep. I wonder if he actually has vocal cords or maybe vocal cord damage. I mean, I think we've heard him, I think maybe he whined or cried a little bit the first day we saw him, but I haven't heard anything from him literally the whole time that we have had him home. And
I said, just wait.
just wait, right, exactly. Just like the parents who really want their infant to start toddling, don't request those things. So then during dinner, we put him in the crate for the first time. Well, actually second time. He had a
No,
nap
he
earlier.
took a nap in the crate.
But he was not ready to be in the crate, and so he started doing little puppy howls, and it was darling.
It'll get old fast.
It'll get old fast. But look at that face. How can you not love that face? Anywho, so we're super thrilled. What's your take on the first day?
I think that he's doing really good. He's had some good potty successes. Stinking cute. We love him. He's very sweet.
Lovers.
And he is very quickly bonding to us. So.
What do you think, Nathan? Is he a keeper? Yeah?
I think so.
I know your sister's in love already. Your brother, all he wants to do is hold him. It's great. Oh.
Thank you.
Well, from all of us here at City Sewers and our whole family, thanks for joining us on our addition to the Family Day. We're
Puppy
very
Day.
excited. Puppy Day.
Puppy
A day that will live in infamy.
Yeah. As always, this is your urban nerd with a goat herd
And a dog.
puppy.
And a puppy.
And a puppy. So that you can grow where you're planted.
Even if you're a puppy.
Even if you're a puppy.
And you
Especially if you're a puppy.
Especially if you're a puppy.
Oh
it's a great
yeah,
place
you
to go.
whine if you're in your kettle.
Yes, but you can grow while you want. You can
Yeah.
grow grapes and make wine. Probably not in the kennel. And you should stay away from wine. It's not good. Bad. Have a good one.